I had my training right down here, Government Island, Alameda, California. They trained us whaleboats. They taught me how to tie knots. They taught me how to shoot a .45. Taught me how to shoot a 1903 Springfield rifle. Man, I was in shape. But I spent 37 months between that and a little bit of Navy. I was never in harm's way till I got to Hawaii. I got to a training station there, and the first thing we had to do, they had this 20-foot tower in this large swimming pool, a place called Wailupi, and a huge swimming pool. The pool was about 40 feet deep. You had to go 20 feet up there, and they give you that 50-pound pack to put on your back. And you had to get there and jump. I looked down there, gee, my old guts start churning. I said, what the hell am I going to do? I didn't know which way to go, either this way or the other way. So I shut my eyes and I jumped. And I jumped and I paddled around and I started to sink. Pretty soon I saw this long pole come out with a hook. They grabbed me, pulled me back in, pulled me to shore. I got there and I went, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. I never was so happy in all my life. But I stayed there a while. The first thing they did, they knew I had a little bit of musical talent because I'd been playing in the bands in high school and then after school. So they put me in the band, and then they got me to play the bugle. So I was a bugler. And the first morning I was nervous because the first morning was the morning colors. Everybody gathers a big circle around, the flag is up here, the CO's out there, the commanding officer, and everybody. And I had to do to the colors. I'd like to do it here, but it hurts your ears. So, go ahead. In the meantime, we had this huge dog. It was one of those, he was that tall, weighed 250 pounds. And he never heard the horn before. And I was going like this. I got to have some water. I got the first two notes out. And Bruno, that's the dog's name, Bruno, he's an Italian dog. He came over, I got that second note in, like that, and he was all over me. Come knock me down, the horn went over here, and I went here, and Bonzo, Bruno, come up to me and start licking my face. And the man from the Honolulu Advertiser happened to be there that day.
Oh, no.
He took my picture, and to this day, I got that picture at home. I looked high and low, and I can't find it. It was a huge picture. The dog licking my face. It was in the Honolulu Advertiser. But anyway, get back to the story. I stayed there for, like I said, altogether 37 months. And while I was there, they asked for anybody who could type. I raised my hand. I can type. Typed in high school. So I went up to the CO's office. He opened up a book and said, I had one typewriter, the old Royal. And I typed and I got through it, and he said, you'll do. He said, we're going to send you over to the Navy radio station on Oahu. So they sent me there, and they trained me in this, you know, the fast keys, what do they call them?
Morse code?
Teletype. And I learned that, and when they take the messages, that's when they broke the code, the Japanese code. The radio men, we had about 100 radio men in this building. They would take the message, they'd bring it into us. There was 19 of us, teletype operators. And you had to do at least 60 words a minute to get this down. The message went down to the Admiral, Rickover. Not Rickover, but, what's his name?
Nimitz.
Nimitz. Chester Nimitz. They took the messages and they break them down. They knew exactly where the Japanese fleet was at all times. So that's how it went. I stayed there and had a good time. I learned how to drink that royal beer, the green beer they made, and the Five Island gin. Hey. Liberty Day, going to Honolulu. Hey, those chicks down there. But that's it. And I stayed there 3 years, and then I came home, and I just continued partying, which I'm still doing today.